All right, let's turn things now to this severe weather alert we've been tracking.
Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca is here now. And Tony, you've been in the Weather Center sort of looking at this timeline and some changes that just came in.
Well, still getting a snowstorm, still significant, still poor travel, but the changes that you mentioned would be in the storm track shifting a little further south, and clearly that impacts precipitation amounts and location. Still getting a snowstorm, but some of the numbers have been changed in certain areas where the amounts have either been lowered or raised, and we'll get to those numbers in just a second. Let's first head outside, and hard to believe, looking at the day that we had today with sunshine and temperatures that were in the middle to upper 40s. Here we are getting getting a snowstorm by early tomorrow morning. So yeah, I want to show this graphic again, only because it does represent some of the latest forecast changes, and that a shift in the storm track. Still need the shovels and the plows, but the numbers have been adjusted a little bit, and the max snow axis of the maximum snow now being shifted away from northern Rhode, a little closer to the south shore. So the amounts lowered in some areas and raised in others. It's not a miss, still getting a snowstorm, and still looking at very poor travel. It starts early in the morning. I'll show you those numbers in just a second. In the meantime, looking at low to mid 40s right now, 43 in Providence, very comfortable if you're heading out this evening. The weather looks fine. Threat tracker is low for tonight. Obviously in the severe weather alert for tomorrow, and then back on track as early as early tomorrow night and on into Wednesday. As far as the storm itself, snow heavy at times from roughly about 8 o'clock in the morning till I would say 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. Strong wind gusts, especially along the coastline, 30 to 45 miles per hour, will cause the snow to blow sideways, some reduced visibility, and then poor travel both morning and right on through at least the mid to late afternoon hours. Satellite photo shows just these thin clouds increasing ahead of our storm system. You can see the moisture off to our south and east. This is tracking north and east. Though the track itself, get a little closer look, excuse me, the storm track itself just a little further to the south, and the net result is that that'll change the distribution of where the most precipitation falls. So we're getting close here, and we'll take a look at the storm, which eventually will redevelop off the mid-Atlantic coastline. Now, we don't get into any precipitation until well after midnight pre-dawn. Don't be surprised if you're out the door early in the morning, say 4 or 5 a.m. Some areas may actually start as some rain and sleet, but then a quick changeover to all snow. Wind-swept snow, heavy at times by mid to late morning. And again, the track of the low, which was here yesterday, now trending a little further south. And the one thing we should also take note of is if that trend continues, boy, things are really going to change significantly, but we don't feel as though it'll trend any further south than where we think it'll be right now. And then pulling away slowly later tomorrow afternoon, but still the early afternoon hours, a wind-swept heavy snow, and then edging offshore by 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. Anything left over as far as snow is very light, and then things are clearing out. So here's the map you've been waiting for. Actually, no, this one. First, we'll get to the accumulations. And you can see that rain-snow mix very early, switching over to a wet, heavy snow coming down. At some point, it may come down 1-2 inches per hour from roughly, 9 in the morning until about 2 in the afternoon. And then the whole system is pulling offshore by early tomorrow night. So it's a progressive storm system. It doesn't really slow down or stall. All right, so here's the adjustment. I would say north of Warwick, Providence Metro, anywhere from 5 to 8 inches of snow. And then south of Warwick, and that includes the south coast and New Bedford, anywhere from 8 to 10 inches of snow. And that would be realized actually by late tomorrow afternoon, early tomorrow evening. No problems for early this evening. There's your storm on Tuesday. Happy Valentine's Day on Wednesday, blustery and cold with some sunshine, 34. Most of this week is cold. The snow showers that you see there on that 7-day forecast Thursday and towards the weekend, just that, snow showers and not a snowstorm.
All right, certainly a lot.